So exactly what is US official policy on Taiwan? Well, it depends on when you ask. When it was in US strategic interest to counter the Soviet Union in the 1970s, the US established diplomatic relations with New China.
The United States recognizes the government of the People's Republic of China as a sole legal government of China. The government of the United States of America acknowledges the Chinese position that there is but one China, and Taiwan is part of China.
But as China grew stronger, the US started to row back from its original position.
We do believe that China is misusing UNGA Resolution 2758. They try to somehow say that the UN adopted China's so-called One China principle.
For the United States, Taiwan is very important in these three sectors. Geostrategic competition, the United States, they think about the first island chain. And in the emerging technologies, of course, chips, right? The Americans look at Taiwan's chips capability and the overall industry and try to move it back to the United States. And then third, ideological competition, the so-called democracy versus autocracy. The so-called status of Taiwan is not decided. This old theory has come out again. They think a kind of a unified China would be the so-called hegemon power in this region.
On February the 13th, less than a month into Donald Trump's second term in office, the State Department's website updated the page on its policy concerning Taiwan, a long-held line stating that the US does not support Taiwan independence was removed.
The Trump administration sees Taiwan as something that they can get a handle on to negotiate with Beijing for a grand bargain for what they want. They see it as a chip.
Let's not mislead ourselves. The people in the United States are not worried about the welfare of the Chinese people in Taiwan. If I was just an ordinary person in Taiwan, I would not want that.
China's global position has become so strong that it's becoming clear that whatever attempts they may make is not going to change the course of history. And reunification will happen whether or not in forms that you like or not.